the ball. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollock, and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. The Raging Cajuns will kick it away to start us off. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So the Mississippi State Bulldogs offense has the ball first today. Let's take a quick second to call out some of the impact players their coaches mentioned in meetings this week. Anything you guys heard that really resonated with you?
Yeah, I love when coaches talk about guys that bring it every single day. Like, that we can depend on them. They can get other guys lined up. They're always motivated. They're always being a great teammate. These are the guys that coaches love.
And big-time players make big plays in big games, right? These are the guys that have to play well if they're going to win games like this. It'll be interesting to see what they do today.
And the Bulldogs in a good spot here with second and short. Wants to go up top. Makes the catch. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. They'll need 3 yards here on third down to keep this opening drive alive. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing. Mississippi State will roll out the punt unit. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. So the Raging Cajuns offense taking the field. First chance we have to see them today. They got an incredibly efficient performance from this guy last time out. Now, Jesse, it's about making that a consistent thing.
Yeah, I think the most impressive thing watching that tape back from his last game is the ball never touched the ground, David. It was amazing. And it wasn't that he was so accurate throwing the ball deep down the field. It's just that the ball was always going to the open guy. He did a really good job checking it down, taking the profit when it wasn't open downfield. That kept the offense on schedule. That's really important for this offense today.
And when you're watching it as a defensive player and coming to this football game, man, you know this is going to be a challenge. I better get pressure on this guy. If I let him feel comfortable, you'll see another day like last week. I mean, that dude was accurate. Almost every ball was caught. They were in rhythm. They're going to have to find some creative ways to get him off his spots and make him feel uncomfortable.
And the Raging Cajuns have it with a 1st and 10. Red pass, it's complete. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
Get the big-time receiver involved early in the game. That's a huge key for this offense, no matter who they're playing against.
Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Didn't get a chance to show. Return skills, but he gives his offense the ball at the 29. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Unloads to the wideout. Wide open downfield. There he goes. He's at the touchdown Bulldog. Hauled that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score. Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job.
Got it on the move. There he goes. Open it up. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. Boy, nothing electrifies a stadium quite like a return for a touchdown.
It's always so exciting because you don't see him very often. You got to go so many yards, 80, 90 yards at a time. What a great job by the returners, showing the speed, providing the electricity. There's a reason they're all jacked up, and it's because of that awesome kickoff return.
And he'll just take a knee in this drive. start at the 25. Here comes the Mississippi State offense, ready to attack. Boy, that last touchdown, the one-play quick strike score. Jesse, this offense hoping to keep that kind of explosiveness going.
I don't know if they're going to get the same looks defensively because of just how explosive that play was, Reese. David, they may be seeing a little bit more off coverage on this drive and maybe some softer boxes to run into.
And when you make that kind of explosive play, you're going to put the defense on its heels. They're going to be a little bit more conservative. So this offense approach now, maybe I don't have to go deep. I can go a little bit shorter and just make those easy plays underneath.
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. Tight end in motion. See how the D reacts. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22. So Mississippi State will have to punt this one away. Makes the catch, wants to make a move upfield. He'll get it up to about the 44-yard line before they slam the brakes on it. Here comes the Louisiana offense onto the field. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you've got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game. If you're going to win it, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think he put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Under fire. He'll pull it down. They'll force him out of bounds after a solid pickup on the play. All right, guys, let's talk Raging Cajuns. If they seeded the playoff today, these guys are in, but we know they're not content with that. They want so much more, David.
Well, they do, and this squad has been building and trying to get to the point where they can get to the playoff and be a national champion. And right now they're in the mix, which is really, really good halfway through the season. A lot of work still to be done, Tom.
Yeah, this coaching staff really at this point is just trying to keep...
Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. And they'll get him down after a solid return. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. They'll run the screen. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning. The Bulldogs trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Second down, they'll go to the air. Takes the easy throw in the flat. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. You make up the game plan, and not a lot on the way sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own. Lost one deep down the right side. And they routed it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down. Mississippi State will roll out the punt unit. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. Louisiana has it back, and the Raging Cajun offense headed to the field. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Look out, he's got room. Almost had a lot more room there, but he'll go out of bounds at the 36.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
He gets it all the way down to the 5-yard line. A terrific catch and run before he stopped. The Raging Cajuns are threatening on 1st and goal. Now the toss. Back's going for the goal line. Touchdown, Cajuns. How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option?
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1.
You definitely want to commit to the run game. You want to establish the run game. You want the defense to honor it. But if it doesn't work a little later down the road, you might think about handing that puppy out.
Pulls it in down the middle. And it looked as if he might take that one all the way to the house. Just ran out of a little steam. The defense finally got it.
Defense is a lot about communication. Multiple wide receivers on the same side. I got to understand if this guy's going in, this guy's coming out. Not a good job by the defense with communication there.
Finds a little bit of room. Give him a couple down to the 23. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Looking to fire. Catch in the middle. It's Cameron. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
You know, I know it seems like an easy pitch and catch, but for the tight end there, that route potentially changes if it's man coverage. So good job by him knowing it's zone. I'm just going to sit down. This is basically like a check down, right? Let's just take the easy pitch and catch and keep this drive going.
Once you start to get down towards the goal line, it's so much more difficult to throw the football. You really want to stretch the defense sideline to sideline and use your speed and take advantage of the grass.
Fires toward the end zone. Into the house. Touchdown, Bulldogs. Extra point here will tie the game.
As quarterbacks, you want to find your best matchup in these critical 4th downs. They found it and took a shot, and it paid off. Huge touchdown.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. Charlotte took its show on the road, and they'll be packing a big old W in their bags for the trip back to the Queen City. Never underestimate the importance of a road win and how it can impact a team's trajectory.
Breaks into the open. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. He had the perfect play to open the drive, and now they'll snap it again from the 38. With the catch, it's Sexton. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. And after the tackle, we are headed to the end of the first quarter. We're through one, and what a back-and-forth battle between these two quarterbacks as we look at the stats. We've got a good one going here. I'm looking forward to keep those vibes rolling here in the second. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with 2nd down. They go to the ground. He's stopped for no gain again. Back-to-back runs, and they have nothing to show for it except facing a 3rd and long. Trying to pick up a first down. On 3rd down, he drops the throw. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there. And the Raging Cajuns will call on their punt team. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. Fair catch called for and made. Here comes the Louisiana offense onto the field. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time. Turning it on! Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48.
And a great job by the offensive line. If you're going to run the ball right at the middle, you better control the line of scrimmage. You can see the center, the guard, the tackles doing a good job getting on their guys just enough where this running back can get in the space and make the big game.
Not a lot of room there. He'll pick up a few before he's forced out of bounds.
And that's a really good job by this defense, because remember, when the quarterback runs, now you got an extra blocker, because he's not just handing it off and standing there, and they still did a good job at the point of attack, kind of strung it along and made him run out of bounds.
incomplete pass was just too hot to handle. It'll be third and long. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. Picks up the first down. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. The Raging Cajuns are marching down the field. Looking to throw on first down. Good timing on the quick out. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play. And the Raging Cajuns with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Finding an escape route. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
I'm not sure what the quarterback saw on that one, but that was a very quick decision to take off and run with it and try to get his offense some positive yards.
The Raging Cajuns pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
You know, you're in the red zone. You bring out a bunch of tight ends on the field. So the defense, they were expecting run on that one. They were physical, and they were able to force the negative play.
Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. Touchdown, Louisiana! Quarterback by himself in the backfield. They'll move the tight end. Wants to adjust the pattern. To the air on first down. Unloads it left. Rolls it in. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. You get that turnover, and you try to punch them hard immediately on the first play, and they come up with a big gain.
And when the defense is running on the field, you are thinking sudden change, sudden change. When they create a turnover,
touchdown, Raging Cajuns! He got loose, and it was lights out. He'll start this drive firing. He's got it. Stop is made at the 36, but he picked up 10 on that one and has a fresh set of downs. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half. They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a first down. Wants to go up top on first down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Garrison. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. Wants to throw on first down. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26.
5 yards on the play. Brings up second down.
They'll immediately call timeout.
Timeout, Louisiana.
Final seconds of the first half, and they'll try to put up 3. This might be a little easier if it were straight on, but a 43-yarder from the right hash. Never a doubt. Milk. See if they can turn this drive into points. They've got it first and 10 at the 50. They'll start this drive going to the air. Catch in the middle, it's Davis. Make the stop at the 40, but it's a 10-yard gain and a fresh set of downs.
the number one goal as a defense is try to hit the QB as many times as possible. Try to rattle him, try to get him flustered a little bit. Nice job of getting there, getting the hit on him, but nice job of executing by the quarterback. Taking the hit, delivering the strike. And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
And he throws another interception, his third one of the night. And he's... Louisiana has it back, and the Raging Cajun offense headed to the field. He has to take care of the football on this drive. You just can't survive throwing 3 picks in a game. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. From the shotgun, they'll run it. And he runs through 1 tackle and picks up a few.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical. They're trying to stay on the field. Well, the defense got the stop there on 3rd and 1. Let's see if they can do it again here on 4th and inches, David.
I just got to find a way to fall forward, be physical. We worked on this all week. You know you're going for it on 4th.
They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
And I tell you what, Palmer, you see this more often now. You're more willing to roll the dice on your own side of the field. Would you do this? You feel comfortable doing that?
No, I'm more old school, David. I don't got the stones to dial that up on 4th down deep on my own end like that. That's a punt for me, but hey, the gamble pays off. Good for them. Maybe they can buy themselves some more real estate now as they're trying to drive down the field and score.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Back to pass. Looking to the big tight end. Caught over the middle. It's Davis. And he'll have enough for the first down at the 42. And the Raging Cajuns have this offense rolling. Looking to throw on first down. The sure hands. It's Garrison. Crosses the 30. He's got away. Touchdown, Cajuns. And the beatdown has ensued. They are seizing control and taking away. Here comes the Louisiana offense onto the field. They unleashed an aerial assault last time. There he goes! And the big gain, and they've got it on the 46.
And I think as a running back, if you're this guy, you're licking your chops right now. This is what you want, right? You've got a big lead in the 4th quarter, and you're smiling because you know you are going to get the rock. They're going to force feed you the football to try and ice this game. He's paying him off right now. That's a really nice run.
And you want to dominate the football game like these guys have all day. Dominate the line of scrimmage. You know, turn and hand the ball off to your running back. It's a good recipe. It makes every quarterback better. It makes every OC better. Just turn, hand the football off, especially when you're winning the ball game.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
You know, you got to be careful as a QB throwing to your running back in man coverage. If there's a linebacker draped all over him, then that ball's not going anywhere. You just saw it right there. Better play by the defense.
Hit as he throws. Got his man downfield. The chunk plays that they love, and he takes it all the way down to the 10. The Raging Cajuns with the 1st and 10. Wide receiver going in motion. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. Made a defender miss. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
All right, so not a home run play for the offense, but I do like the creativity, and I like how they're going to stress this defense and do it in less conventional ways.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Touchdown, Louisiana! Looking downfield on first down. Quarterback now breaking the field. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be 2nd down.
And it's nice to be a QB in this spot. He's had a great day, man. Like, great day. They've built a huge lead. Now, incompletion's okay. Just take care of the football. Don't throw that thing to the other team.
Got behind those pads and picked up 3 out from the 35.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right.
Oh, he's got some space. That'll be enough for the first down, and they'll mark it at the 48. They've done a really good job identifying mismatches, and they find one out of the backfield there.
Maurice, I really don't think it's that hard. My guy is better than yours. Find the matchup some speed. Get it in his hands quickly. Throw it to him fast. Let him make somebody miss against a slower guy that's usually a linebacker.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Raging Cajuns really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. How about that elusiveness? He's got space. And we have breaking news. They score yet another. Louisiana has it back, and the Raging Cajun offense headed to the field. Boy, they have delighted these home fans here by putting this game in a hammerlock, David.
Yeah, this crowd's been jacked up. They've been excited. Now they get to breathe a little bit, Palmer. Nice lead. This offense needs to go out and protect it.
Yeah, they've been the more physical team all game long. So let's just run the ball. Let's just ice this football game, take the W into the locker room.
The Raging Cajuns have a lot of options on 2nd and inches. Gets it out quickly. Makes the tackle right at the 21-yard line. Pickup of 10 on the play, and his offense is threatening with a first down. And Jesse, he just keeps piling up numbers over 350 yards for the game.
And I feel like from the get-go, Reese, this guy's just been in a great rhythm all game long. He just seems like he's dialed in, and man, he's been accurate throwing the ball.
Makes the grab. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
And there's no mercy rule in college football. They've got a huge lead here in the 4th quarter, and they're still staying aggressive. They're still throwing the football, going out and executing, working on.
And they're going to put another. They get the W, and with that being win